Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. I was like, what channel am I on? I don't even know. Today I am feeling a bit under the weather, but I wanted to make some progress on my blanket that I'm working on. So this is how big she's gotten thus far. So she's making some progress. This is the past couple rows have been a bit weird for me in placing the stitches in the right place. So I'm just hoping it doesn't scare me down the road. Not really sure what I have. Probably just like a cold or something. Not that serious. Just enough to like make me feel kind of icky. I'm tired. But I figured I would come on and do this for a little bit and then see what happened with that. So here I am, surviving, thriving. You know, you know how it is. Maybe I don't know. Um, so yeah, uh, trying to keep my voice from sounding too like phlegmy and gross. But no promises. So sorry if that is gross and nasty to you because that's just what's happening in my body. Um, I've been drinking a lot of tea, a lot of water. I have this circle bottle of water. I'm not convinced that it is. The bottle was free, it was given to me, so, and then the refills are like $3 a piece, so I was like, let me give it a try. It's pretty interesting because like you can adjust how much the flavor is, and so I like really strong flavors. Like I hate things that aren't flavorful. Like if I wanted to drink water that didn't have any flavor, I would just drink water and not pay extra for it. But you can adjust it with this little dial. So yeah. But anyways, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I've already eaten some ramen for lunch. And I'm just kind of like bleh. Not feeling my best, but that's okay. I'm really happy with how this blanket's turning out thus far. Following the instructions has proven to be a little bit difficult. And so I'm just trying to stick with it and see if I can get it right eventually. Okay, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I hope everyone else is having a good day and not sick or otherwise. I need to get some Mucinex because, like, even though I don't really feel like Mucinex does a lot, if I can feel like the phlegm, like if I know for a fact the phlegm's like right there, I feel like the Mucinex works. If it's like deep in like your lungs, I feel like the Mucinex just isn't enough. Personally, from my experiences of having bronchitis and stuff like that. Rendering my cup says Stitch Witch. It's from Big Twist, Joann's when they were closing. I am about to. I think I'm gonna order maybe a mug or two more. I like collecting Halloween mugs. It's something that I've been doing for the past couple of years, but a lot of mine are back in North Carolina. So I want to have some here just so that I don't have like just the one mug, even though I don't have a lot of room to have multiples of things. But also like I usually like my ideal setup is like typical ADHD drink setup of having like a water, a soda or a tea, and then a coffee, like all of those things. So like that's very typical ADHD of me, and so only having one mug makes it a little bit harder. I'm also looking into getting one of those cup steepers where you put your loose leaf tea in and you let it steep with the hot water in it, and then you put it on top of your mug and it just steeps, that drips, sorry, directly into your mug. It's a lot easier to clean up, and I feel like the tea is able to like open up a lot better than the like little tea balls that you like put in. I hate those. Like I feel like they never do a great job, especially someone who likes really strong flavored teas. I just feel like it just doesn't do the tea a lot of service. Maybe nobody cares about this. David's Tea has one. It's $30, but I've seen them. I found them on Amazon for cheaper, and then on things like Temu and stuff for about the same price. So I think I'm gonna do that. And sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat because it's just like it's so much in my throat. Just like that's how I feel right now. Sorry. Um, yeah. So, so I'm on row I think 20 of this mandala blanket, and I am using a 5mm hook. Now, I've shared out this pattern a couple of times. Hi, Temmie. Welcome in. So this is part 3. So this is the link for the pattern itself, and then there are videos of each part as well as the written part. The written parts for me have, especially once you get into part 2 and so on, do not match what is written out. So I am just following the videos that are going along with them, but do whatever you want. Maybe it's just because I'm not really well versed at all at doing mandala blankets. So but yeah, so just kind of in bed watching Disney movies. I figured I'd come on live. I'm still recovering from bronchitis. I'm so sorry. I feel like I have like the very beginning tickles of what I've had in the past when I've had bronchitis, but this feels like totally different. It feels different enough where I'm like, okay, I don't think this is bronchitis. I just have like that kind of like the body kind of just like aches and pains and just like no energy. And then I have a lot of like my lungs feel fine, which is how I'm like, well, my lungs have like that little tickle in them, but it's not like as bad as. I wonder if I can take a deep breath, what'll happen? Okay, so that's a good sign because if you have bronchitis, usually when you do that, you cough. At least I know I do. Wait, shit. Fuck. Fuck. And anyways, but I definitely have like a lot of like phlegm and stuff like built up. And I wasn't feeling great last night. And then it's just kind of stayed the same uh, today. So I'm just under the weather, eating ramen, get checked out all the same. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that unless it's bad enough. Um, but I I've had bronchitis. I was in the hospital overnight because I fell down. Yeah, oof, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I've gotten sick with bronchitis and stuff before, and sick with other things enough to generally know when like it's a good time to go. Because I'm mostly stationary. Well, not stationary, but like I don't have to leave my apartment um, that much. I don't want to want to um, have to go and pay for it if I don't have to. Um, and also, because I would not be driving, I would have to. I mean, a lot of people wear masks on public transit in LA. That's pretty common. But I would really not want to expose anyone to anything potentially contagious. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. It's still in very early um, days. I'll check that out. There's a lot of things that I cannot take because of other medications that I am on. So, like a lot of things. Um, okay, so there's not enough um, information on the mullein leaf, flower, or root to know what the side effects would be with that. Hey, Lydia. Yes, so there was yesterday. There was a fairly large. I mean, just because it's natural doesn't mean that it. Okay, so I cannot take it with lithium. I just found out. Okay, yeah. See, yeah. So I always have to check. Hey Lydia. Yeah. So just because it's natural does not mean that I can take it with my medications, or you can take it without doing some research. Um, so yes, I cannot. It says it can intensify the effects of muscle relaxants and lithium, which I am on lithium. So interesting to note. But there's other things like other suggestions that I've gotten that are natural that I can't take with my medications, like ashwagandha. Like a lot of people recommend that, and that's one of those things that I can't take because it'll interact with my medication. So it really just depends on the specific. Um, yes. Well, if anything impacts my lithium, um, I mean, that's eh, that's just how it is. That's the thing. Is like there are a lot of um, natural supplements that are really great and really effective, but they do often um, they do. Um, I won't say often, but they sometimes interact with certain medications, and I have two medications in particular that are often on the list of things that get um, that I can't eat or take. Like one thing is like grapefruit. I can't eat grapefruit, and in fact, a lot of people should not be eating grapefruit with the medication they're on, and don't know it. Grapefruit is natural. Grapefruit is good for a lot of things. However, it is really not great for the absorption of a lot of medications. So always check to make sure that you whatever you're taking, it's not a contraindication. Um, because and a lot of pharmacists will be able to tell you this, but you can always Google it. How about food? Well, like grapefruit is the biggest one. That's the only one I know about. Every other citrus is fine. For some reason, grapefruit is not. Um, but grapefruit, like antidepressants, mood stabilizers, there's like it's a well known thing that pretty much any mental health medication you are not able to. Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm not at that level of sick where I need to like cut down my like where like that's the only thing I can eat. But chicken broth is good, and I want to have chicken broth always like kind of on hand because you can store it for like a while if it's in a container. But if little my little Scotty ever has trouble eating tendonitis in your right hand, oh, I'm so sorry. I know tendonitis sucks so bad. Yeah, I have tendonitis in both my wrists. It's awful. It is the inflammation sucks. It is quite painful, and it feels like you can't do anything. I remember when my tendonitis was so bad that like holding a mug like this was so like I couldn't even do it. I had to support it like this because my wrists would just be like, ugh, and it was so bad. So um, in my uh, journey through tendonitis, like through like when my tendonitis was flaring up, having to like really take more breaks and take more time to heal was more than I like was what I had to do, um, because I, uh, I it was like I couldn't use it, or it would just if I tried to use it, it would just be this sharp like it'd either be like a sharp pain or like a really like high like achy pain. So I'm sorry you're experiencing that, Lydia. It's very painful. Um, Tendonitis is not fun. Um, yeah, and when you have tendonitis, crocheting is very difficult. Um, uh, and I found that if I if I crocheted in small amounts, because like the thing is when you do physical therapy for tendonitis, you start to strengthen those muscles around the tendon. So I would kind of use like crocheting as my physical therapy, but I wouldn't push past the point of like it hurting too bad. Now, if you're having really bad pain right now and you cannot crochet at all, do not push that. Like, listen to your body. But for me, I found that like I could actually use it like physical therapy and get to a point where I was actually um, I mean, tendonitis is usually caused by overuse of the tendons and like overdevelopment of certain muscles versus the other muscles that pull on the tendon and a base. I can crochet for about 30 minutes and I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. I tried some gloves. I know some people like the gloves, and I didn't like them myself, mostly because I couldn't get my tension on my yarn right, and then also um, then I also like it wasn't. It was like it depends, like if you have hand pain, because hand pain can be part of it, or if you have like wrist pain, and so I didn't feel like the gloves did anything for my wrist. Now I've had a wrist brace for my tendonitis before that had like that metal piece that goes up into your palm and kind of curves into like the center of your palm. Those things rock. Can you do anything with them? No. No, you cannot crochet. Um, but do they alleviate a ton of pain? Yes. Oh my gosh. And I was able to use it from like a, I was, uh, I was working at the time and on a computer, and I got like this like, special mouse that I could use like this. It was awesome. But but yeah, those wrist braces are intense. But and they kept my wrist stabilized, so I literally could not move it like this at all. Or sideways. Oh my gosh, the sideways movement, this hurt so bad. That's why holding the cup was bad, because it would do that movement right there. You went to the doctor on Friday last week with it. Did they give you like a prescribed brace, or are you just using like gloves that like from Amazon or something like that? Either way is fine. Like whatever works for you. I'm just curious. Yeah, Timmy, she's wearing gloves. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I truly, this pattern is beginning to is is increasing its frust- how frustrated I am with it, because I just don't feel as confident. Like every row makes me feel like less and less confident in what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't mean to call it out as like a you did a bad thing. I hope it didn't seem like that. No, I just said I just reiterated. Yeah, so I think it's about where you experience your pain, and also just kind of what you call it. Because I know people who experience pain in different ways due to their tendonitis, or um, some people have like rheumatoid arthritis, and they'll different. I keep on getting like hot and cold. But they'll use different types of products. So It's really just about like what makes you feel better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? Lydia, what's going on? Someone's stalking you? People are crazy, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Lydia. People are insane. Like, I don't understand that. But I'm very sorry to hear that. That's yeah. If you need any of us to back you up, I mean, we obviously will. Um, yeah, you shouldn't have to feel unsafe when you're doing live, and something that is truly so like innocent as to be like going live, having fun on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, have you been able to report them or do anything with that? Because obviously we want you to feel safe, Lydia, and behaviors like stalking obviously don't let people make people feel safe, and um, you don't deserve that. So, but I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you reported them? Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out for you, Lydia. of course, and Timmy obviously has a lot of uh, yeah. Well, let's keep it cute here. Yeah, we just we just want everyone to feel safe, and honestly, like the thing is, like we share a lot about ourselves. We let people into our lives to some degree when we do things on YouTube, and a lot of some people occasionally think that they know us better, or they know our lives better, or they deserve every little bit of our information more than they do. But you deserve privacy, you deserve safety, you deserve to feel comfortable in the space that you created, that you've curated to be exactly what you want it to be. Um, and um, so I just like really want you and everyone who's in a situation, because there have been so many people on YouTube who have been subject to a lot of um, pretty terrible behavior, and not just terrible behavior by people who are doing things that are obvious, like stalking or doing the like raids or whatever they're fucking called, or things like that, but also people who um, who think they're doing you favors and acting rude even then, um, and asking, like, just there's a lot of things that you have to put up with being on YouTube that truly are just outrageous, and um, but all in all, what I was trying to say, sorry, I get a little sidetracked. But all in all, is to say is like this is not that serious. Like this truly is not that serious. It's just YouTube. It's just people hanging out on the internet. Like when people get too invested or involved into a point where it becomes a safety concern for the people on the other side of the computer, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't compute, because I don't think that anyone should feel unsafe for literally just hanging out and chit chatting or crocheting, of all things. Like literally crochet like can incite like a riot on um on YouTube, and I uh I just don't understand why people get so like crazy um, over things, and yeah, but we all love and care about you, Lydia, and we I hope that this is really ends up being like a inconsequential, like this person just kind of fades off and fucks off and does something different and more productive with their time, because you don't deserve to be harassed. No one deserves to be harassed for literally just coming on the internet and just being themselves and chit chatting. Um, it's so silly to me that someone else would do that, and then I understand on the other side that it's scary and crazy and weird, and all of this stuff. And Lydia, I trust you to understand, what to do if you truly don't feel safe in any level. I understand that you've got a lot of support here and a lot of support on your channel, and so I trust that you'll ask for help if you need it. But if you don't need, if you just need moral support, you've got that too. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, see, that's like, see, right there is like a sign of like someone knowing that like that person doesn't need to like continue to harass you, and that person clearly knew what was going on and had your back and your support. So, or supported you. So I'm glad that. Um, so I'm glad you have that, Lydia. I really am. Yeah, it's just like leave you alone, right? It's like whatever. Like just leave Lydia alone. Okay, so now that I've gotten to the end of my round, I'm gonna connect the two ends. So this is what this round looked like. This I use this variegated yarn. Okay, so now I'm gonna see what the next row is. I mean, I think the point is made. I think Lydia gets it. Um, Thank you. I pinned the pattern that I'm using. I'm actually watching the videos instead. This is going to be a throw for Alzheimer's awareness. I'm doing a charity organization in our charity fundraiser in um, uh, June for Alzheimer's awareness. Sorry, I'm trying to like watch the video and okay, so I'm gonna pull the purple through. Double crochet. Okay. So we're gonna be going into the third loop, which I'm so excited because that looks so cool. Um, so let's see. I'm just watching the video on mute with my closed captions on. Um, doing a half double crochet in the third loop. Okay. Okay, so my third. Can be a little difficult to work into the third loop if you are if you are using a hook that's a little bit more rounded at the tip. It's a little more tapered, but it's not impossible, especially once you get in certain stitches. It's going to be easier than others. Really enjoyed learning this technique because I did not know how to do it before, and I was really confused. But finding that third loop really gives a beautiful effect, especially on the mandalas. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, my stitch just came apart. Okay, and make sure that where I have that placed is right. Okay, so no, no, it's not right. I should not have placed one there. Actually. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, actually, I was right the first time. Kind of. I placed. There were 2 spots that looked like they were the third loop. So I put a stitch in each. Hi, Izzy. Doggy Life. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm working on a blanket that I will be auctioning off for Alzheimer's awareness. Now, I'm not auctioning off this blanket until June for Alzheimer's awareness. That's what the purple is for. You can see it's got purple and white and then a variegated mix of purple, pink, and white. But I'm working on it early because big projects tend to make me get distracted. hope you're having a good day so far. I am a little under the weather, a little achy, and hopefully not bronchitis-y, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it and do what I gotta do. But I am just staying home. I live in LA now. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. So if I have to go to the doctor, I'd be on the Metro bus system, and even if I wear a mask, I just get nervous about getting people sick, and it takes a long time to go and all that shit. So. But I'm not like that sick at this point. For me, I'm just like feeling kind of cruddy sick. Gonna drink a lot of soup. I might even do so much as to order Panera and treat myself for being just like a sick person right now. A little sick person. My cat is currently under the covers, as he is during the day most days. If you want, I can get him out so you all can see how he is. He'll probably immediately try to go right back, but I'll show you if you haven't met Scotty. Hey, little baby. Hey, little baby. Oh, hi, sweet boy. Sweet boy. Hi, sweet boy. So this is Scotty. Scotty is a Scottish fold. He's a black cat, all black, with huge eyeballs. Like, they're just so huge, it's not even real. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Usually he doesn't like to be pulled out of his sheep cave for that long. He's doing a good job today. Good job. Look how big his eyes are. You're crazy. Someone told me he looks like a Muppet Baby, and I can't unsee it now. So my past couple pets have had all Star Trek names, and he's named Scotty because of Scotty from the original series. But he's also a Scottish fold, so it kind of was a little bit of a gimme name. No. You can go if you want. Good boy. Oh, you're right there. Oh, you're right there. Hey, Zach. You just missed Scotty. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But yeah, he's a Scottish fold, so his ears are all down, and then his eyes are just like huge saucers. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're so brave. You're so brave. Oh, you coming out? You're like, no. I've had the being held portion of my. He's very cute. He's very sweet. He has like the best temperament. And yeah, he's just like, he doesn't like bite or scratch or anything. He is really, really anxious. If I haven't, I've mentioned it before here, but like, so his previous housing situation, family he was with, I don't think they know a lot about cats. If I just had to assume based on my interactions with them. And so they had him and another cat for 2 years, and the other cat was bullying him really severely, where like he basically was just like stuck in a corner like all the time. And so like if like I know he looks very fluffy, but like you can like feel like his like bones, where like he's a little malnourished, and he's very scared, very skittish, loud noises and things like that. Sudden movements really scare him. So um, so I got him the Wednesday before. Wait, so tomorrow will be 2 weeks, and he wasn't eating. He wasn't using the restroom. And so all of those things like have come really slowly. He wasn't coming out of like first it was from under the bed, and then I have this little cat carrier that or cat cave that's kind of plush that he was in. Come here, come here. Oh, good boy. He loves the head scratches. Um, I just have this in my bed. Don't judge me. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? And he's just becoming more and more acclimated to kind of existing like a cat that can be a little bit more confident. So, like, I have a cat tower, cat tree that I built just for him. It's pretty tall that he hasn't ventured into yet, and a couple cat toys that I'm getting him used to. I love cats. I've never had a cat that was not food motivated. So he like getting him to like, come out of the shadows has been pretty challenging because he was so scared that not even food was like gonna motivate him to get out. So it took him a couple days. It took him quite a while to even eat, which is weird to me. That's weird because all my cats and dogs have been like, I'll come out because there's food. Isn't that right, Scotty? He's a good boy, though. He's a very good boy. But anyways, that's enough about me talking about my cat because I'm obsessed with him. He's so good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. He's been cuddling with me while I've been sick. Oh, what's going on? You want to play? So let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Okay, so he wants some food, and we're on weird timing right now, so I'm gonna feed him. But yeah, it's hard when people are allergic. My dad's allergic, but my mom didn't care, and she was just like, "We're gonna do it anyways." But I'm gonna let you all go. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe I'll be on later. Maybe I'll be stuffing my face with Panera and sleeping a lot. So I hope everyone who is sick feels better. I hope everyone who is having problems with people who are not respecting their boundaries, I hope all that gets better. I hope your wrist gets better, Lydia. Zach, I don't know if you have anything that is ailing you right now, but if you do, I hope it gets better. And if you don't, I'm glad you're feeling well. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me while I feel sick. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go sleep and eat and play with my cat. Not necessarily in that order. Okay.